out my high school life?
I don't know. I was a bad girl. We used to like go to clubs with like 20-year-old guys when we were like in the 9th grade, and we belonged. My best friend and I belonged to the dance crew, so we used to like sneak out of the house and we go dance to like nightclubs.
What's like a dance crew, like a fucking stomp where you
not like
dance around a boombox?
Not like that. Like we'd go to clubs and we would basically like battle other dance crews, like it
like break dancing. You're like
more like
break dancing, electric boogaloo.
Dancing. Like we dance to house music and stuff, and like like Little Louis Vega, and we fucking dance our asses off, and we get all freaky and sexy, and like be like down there fucking on the dance floor. So it was pretty hot.
There you go. Fucking dancing and break dancing. Oh my God. That was an interview with Cinnamon Love. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Rob Black, the Rob Black Show. Welcome, and how are you? And I'm glad you're with us on this day of Friday, April 25th, 2014. Yes, 2014. How's everybody doing? And blah, blah, blah. All right. We're approaching, I said it last night, and I'll say it again for you guys who haven't heard, but some of you guys probably don't even listen to the night show anyways, but last night was our almost approaching the end of the line on our night show. So if you missed the excitement last night, tune in to tonight at 8 p.m. where we will be kicking off the ceremonial countdown to the final night show. Yes, the night show will be over Wednesday night. And the first, yes, the 1st of May will start the new schedule, and the extended day show will go to 4 hours. Yes, 4 hours starting Thursday. So we're basically stealing an hour from the night, putting it onto the day, and eliminating 1 hour. But really we're not, because here's what happened. I basically sat down and was going over some stuff with a couple people who want to take the show and evolve it into some sketch comedy and things that would, God, I can only describe it as just take the show to a different level. Really, take the show to a different level. And I stressed to them that it was impossible with the schedule that we were working with. It was just totally impossible. And I explained that even though that we have a 3-hour show in the afternoon, a 2-hour show at night, that it really amounts to a 6 to almost 7-hour show. I said because the afternoon show, we always go a half hour late. Sometimes we go 45 minutes late. And the night show, we always go past 10. Last night, we didn't get done with the night show until 10:45. I go, so if you add the amount of overtime that we put on, you got to add another hour, and sometimes 2 hours. So really, we're on air for 7 hours. And there's an 8-hour work day in normal people's lives. So we basically almost spend an entire, and if you take an 8-hour workday, take out two 15-minute breaks, and then a 45-minute lunch, we basically work an entire person's workday being on the air. And then after that, you guys want to then me to make fucking videos and sketches, and I said, I can't. I go, because on top of that, we still do porn stuff. I go, it's impossible. I said, I have to eliminate one of the shows. So we decided to eliminate the night show and stick it onto the afternoon broadcast and rework some things on that. And I'm still only eliminating an hour, but at the end of the day, you know we're going to wind up going longer. So basically the day show's 4 hours, so we'll go 4.5. So we're going to eliminate 2.5 hours, 2 hours from the day, and kick it back into our hopper. So after the day show, I then have to go and start making all the skits. So what we're going to do is a lot of the things that we'll talk about and that we're joking about, we're going to create skits about them and make little videos and things like that. Rather, we're out talking to the rancher, the Bundy rancher, or we're talking to Hillary Clinton. Oh, I mean, wait till you guys see what we have planned. You guys are going to trip your balls off. We're talking about a full-on sketch comedy, like Saturday Night Live type of shit. So that type of scenario is what will be going on. So from here, when we get done with the show, we'll then be working on the comedy bits. So you guys got to remember something. When we had XPW, we produced a weekly show. It was aired every Saturday night at 11 o'clock. We even had a great time slot at 11 p.m. on Saturdays. I think it was Saturdays. Yeah, it wasn't Fridays. It was Saturdays. I'm like, was it? It was Saturdays at 11. That is a kick-ass time slot. I mean, that's no fucking around time slot. That's no infomercial time slot. That's some serious goddamn time slot that involves some serious motherfucking time. I mean, again, let's face it. 11 o'clock on Saturday, that ain't the Ginsu knife. That's prime time. The half hour before Saturday Night, or the half hour before Saturday Night Live airs. We were actually going against Saturday Night Live. But what was cool is we're going when people in that demographic would be watching TV. So it was something quite entertaining. So that will start Wednesday. Plus, I'll be able to put the show together, because when we play videos, like you just heard, Cinnamon Love and things like that, we're actually going to be putting that through the system that we have, that I officially know what the fuck I'm doing with it, but I said I ain't going to fucking bust it out until we have our new schedule and we have our new time. Why put it on during the end of our show run on the format that it is now? So when you guys are watching, you'll be able to see some of these videos going on. So instead of listening to Cinnamon Love being interviewed, you'll actually be able to watch Cinnamon Love being interviewed. So it'll be good. So I'm excited about it. You guys should be excited about it too. Taking more steps in progressing with the program, and I can't wait. It's gonna be great. It really is. It's gonna be fucking. It's gonna be great. It really is. It's gonna be great. Oh shit! Did you hear the banging, guys? They are still building Caesar's Palace here. Yes. Those of you who have not heard, let me tell you again. There it goes. There it goes. I love it. I'm telling you, you gotta love when they're building. When they're building at the office here. So, man, I love it. All right, so what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen, is building a Caesar's Palace like emporium here at Star Gardens. Our landlord, Hans, you hear that banging? That is him. And I think they just got done constructing some of the fountains here at the Star Gardens. And I told you about the forum shop like structures they're building. Well, guess what? That sound you hear, that thump, 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 there it is, part of the building process. So again, you'll be hearing that throughout the show. Don't mind it. It's just natural. It's just natural. You gotta love the building here. You gotta love it. I love it, and I can never. I'm telling you, I'm thinking I might just stay here. I might just stay here, especially after this new build out, and as elaborate and as beautiful as this build out is. Just might have to. Oh man. So it's Friday. We always do something mildly entertaining on Fridays. We always do something mildly political on Friday. You know, we try to make it not as what would you call it? Heavy, but that never it never falls through. We always wind up getting as heavy as shit. But hey, maybe we will. Maybe we'll talk about some fun stuff, like the Buffalo Bills cheerleaders who are in the process of they're like boycotting. Seriously, they're like boycotting right now. And let me explain to you guys. It's classic. The Buffalo Bills cheerleaders suspended operations. And I read this. This is normally a Katie Summers story, but as you all know, the Buffalo Bills are my team. I love the Bills. I am from Rochester, New York, which is, oh God, how 40 minutes from Buffalo. I could give you great stories of Buffalo Bill games that I went to, and shit. The Buffalo Bills is in the team plays in a stadium called Rich Stadium in Orchard Park, and it holds about 90,000 people. I actually went to see Guns N' Roses and Metallica there. Yes, Guns N' Roses and Metallica toured together, and they had a stadium tour that was enormous, and it was huge, and it was gigantor, all the words that you could come up with for just being fucking big. It was that big. So we went to Bill Stadium, Orchard Park, Rich Stadium, shitload of times. And the one time that we went for a Monday night game to see the Bills play some shit-ass team. And this was the era when Buffalo was beating motherfuckers and they were just unstoppable force. Except when it came to the Super Bowl, then they lost. But other than the Super Bowl, they were just unstoppable. And it rained. And why that's important, because we parked not in the stadium, we parked on somebody's lawn, because houses that are near the stadium charge like $10, and you could park in their driveways. They run little parking lots. So it's a great racket. 10, 20 bucks they charge. It literally is a great racket, because all the land around that area are there. It's not small little houses with small little property. It's, but the house that I lived at in Rochester, the house that I grew up on, sat on an acre and a half of land. We had a circular driveway. I probably could have parked, I don't know, 50 cars in my. I probably could have parked 100 cars in my parents' yard, front and back. So you would just park at these people's makeshift parking areas in their yards. Well, we went to the game, partied, did our thing. Well, guess what? When we got done with the game, we forgot where the fuck we parked, meaning we knew precisely where it was, but we couldn't remember the strip that we took, because all these different little roads lead down to the big road of then where you get into Rich Stadium. We couldn't remember which fucking street we turned on to go park, so we literally walked around the goddamn stadium for like an hour and a half in the fucking downpouring rain. Just like, dude, I can't believe we don't know where the car is. So basically, just literally walked around the stadium as it let out. So you're walking around a stadium in a torrential downpour with 85,000 people. It's fucking lunacy. Complete lunacy. So that's why I tell the Buffalo Bills story, just because it's highly relevant to my goofy life. So, oh Jesus! All right, I'm not going to talk about it. Katie Summers just said I took her cheerleader story. I'm not going to talk about it. My bad. There, I set it up, guys. I set it up. That's my lead-in. So now I don't have to bore everybody and annoy Katie Summers with my history of the Buffalo Bills. So that's it. Okay? So that's it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Not going to talk about it anymore. No more. No more. So no more talk. No more talk about the Buffalo Bills. Situation. Okay. Let's then talk about political stuff. Oh man, we haven't talked politics in a while, have we? Seriously, have we talked politics in a while? All right, here's the first the political story, because I know Katie never talks about it, and I think it's important. And that is, where's the fucking airplane? Okay? The Malaysian airplane, where is the fucking airplane? That's all I want to know. They cannot find the fucking airplane. It's gone. There is no airplane. They keep looking for it. It's missing. And the question is, where is it? And if you don't think there's some type of, a weird, it's like, it's got to be something more. It's got to be something more than they just can't find it. Seriously, there's got to be something more than the fact that it's just missing and they can't find it, and it's sitting at the bottom of the ocean. Okay, I've got to think that there's more to the fact that the airplane is gone. Now, I've said this before, and I'm going to echo this statement. Never has an airplane gone into this missing, realm of where it is and where's the black box beacon sounds and blah, blah, blah. And at the end of the day, they've all said it's beyond the bizarre that no debris has been found. Okay? Why has no debris been found? That's what the people are asking. And there's a new report that is asking the question, why didn't the flight's emergency beacons work? Why didn't the beacon send a distress signal to satellites overhead? And if the beacon is designed to activate on impact, why then did it not activate if the plane crashed into the water? Could the plane have landed intact? Could it be hiding somewhere? I mean, all of these questions really are still out there. And when I was watching TV yesterday, it again was really completely going in my head like some type of conspiracy nut job, because the news that I was looking at, and of course they have all these aviator fucking experts and all sorts of things in that nature, when they talk about this emergency beacon and the fact that it's supposed to send this call, this ping, these things out to a satellite on impact, on the crashing of the airlines, and the fact that this has not been sent and nobody got these sounds. And I literally looked at Katie's songs. I said, man, that is just so bizarre. I'll tell you, if I was a family member, I totally understand how these people could be screaming and yelling and charging the Malaysian people with cover-ups. I totally understand this, because as you hear more and more of the people talking about this airplane and the issues that are surrounding it by not finding debris. Again, and I said this on the show before, probably a week ago, I have heard on more than one time and more than one person say, you would have gotten something. You would have gotten a fucking styrofoam cup. You would have gotten a life jacket. You would have gotten a flip. You would have gotten something that floats, because when that plane it goes in the water, regardless if it's 80 trillion thousand leagues under the sea, at some point there's debris from that plane that does not sink. There's stuff that will float, and eventually that stuff floats to the top. Now, we're not talking about tons of stuff, but every single airplane disaster that's ever crashed into the water, at some point, and it's been less than 40 days or 39 days, however long this plane's been missing, something pops up out of the water. Something does. Something pops up. And the fact that they have not found a fucking thing raises a lot of questions. And questions that a lot of people are starting to go, all right, is it possible that this fucking plane landed somewhere? Is it possible that this fucking plane crashed somewhere? And is it possible that people could be alive? Is it possible? These are now the things that are definitely on the minds of a lot of people. And when you look at answers from different countries, and the fact that they said, we didn't see nothing in our airspace, we didn't see nothing in our airspace, and the reporters and families and people go, oh, okay, well, they said so. It's kind of perplexing, because we're involved in this huge issue in Crimea and the Ukraine with Russia, and it's obvious that the Russian troops and Russian forces that are acting as these renegade rebels, and it's, Russia saying no, they're not, and then a month later you're finding out that they are, and you're saying, yeah, but they told us no. So listen, when a country says, nah, we didn't see no airplane in our airspace, so yeah, it's definitely in the water, guys. And everybody goes, oh, okay, all right, we got you. Thanks for your honesty. Thank you. And we just go back to looking through the fucking water. It's troubling, considering that every single one of these countries has spy programs. Every one of these countries are doing shit that they don't want nobody to know. Just like we here in America are doing stuff that we don't want nobody to know. We here in America have had, well, we still have spy programs, and it wasn't until the Edward Snowden incident that anybody really knew to the extent of what we were doing, like tapping Angela Merkel, the Chancellor of Germany's phone. So for us to honestly think that these countries over in, you know, the Asia area, rather it's Singapore, or rather it's Korea, any of those areas that have been asked, hey guys, would we actually have, you know, Pakistan, all these places where it's like, hey man, you guys see the fucking airplane come by here? And they're like, no, no plane here. Got you, bro. And we all go, okay, let's get back to the water. It's kind of silly. And the fact that these beacons should have been activated when that plane crashed is fucking nuts. And the fact that it hasn't is completely crazy. Okay? It's really crazy. So it's been 49 days and nobody can figure out why the beacons don't work. Nobody can figure out why they haven't found any debris. Nobody can figure out with the amount of search vessels. I mean, you guys got to understand something. There's still something like 8 ships out there. There's actually an underwater drone. Okay, there's an underwater drone that we have from the Navy that we gave them to use. So we were like, here, man, have one of our fucking drones. And this drone has searched, I think I heard something like 120 square miles of seabed looking for the airplane. And this 120 miles worth of seabed that it searched, okay, and the place where they were searching this 120 miles square feet is where they got the pings from the black box before the batteries ran out. So it's not like they just arbitrarily took this underwater sea vessel and threw it in the sea and said, all right, let's search for a plane. They had been getting pings from the black box for 4 days. So they were able to go, okay, we're getting these pings around this area. We're not real sure exactly where, but we know it's in these 120 mile radius. So let's take this drone, stick it in this area, and just go up and down, and we're bound to find it considering this is where we were hearing the pings. Well, guess what? I think the last thing I heard was they were 98% finished scouring that area, and they have not come across nothing. I mean, literally, they've come across absolutely nothing. That is crazy. Okay? That is insane. and the fact that nobody can find a fucking chopstick. A fucking chopstick. And it's, again, not like there's one boat out there, or from fucking Jaws 2, that's, you know, there with Brody and the fucking deputy sheriff there with hooks, and they're scouring Amityville, and they pull up a fucking power line. It's not one boat. We're talking about boats. We're talking about airplanes. We're talking about a lot of people and a lot of things that are involved looking for this airplane. So, as silly as it sounds to say that this is some grand conspiracy and it's sitting in an airplane hangar and getting ready to be loaded with weapons and get flown into something, that does sound ludicrous. I will give you that. That it really is a ludicrous sounding deal, because here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. They, if they were a bunch of rogue terrorists or a rogue state, and they never do anything to us, because you couldn't get an aircraft into U.S. airspace without being identified and without getting shot down. It would be impossible. Now, could this airplane be loaded with weapons and get flown into another country? Yeah, possibly. They don't have the wherewithal to basically do what we can do with an air defense. And in that case, do we really care? I'm sorry to say that, but do we really care? Do we care if a bunch of fucking radical nuts take the airplane and fly it into some fucking, you know, crazy, some crazy high-profile target in some other country? I don't think anybody fucking. I don't fucking care. I know it's horrible. I don't care. But I don't even know if that. I don't even know if that is real. I think the plane might have fucking landed in the goddamn. I think the fucking plane might have landed in a forest, like Lost, and they're there with Locke and Hurley and so on. I don't think that. I'm not being retarded. But I think the plane might have just crashed into a goddamn forest. I definitely could see it being in a forest and not in the bottom of the ocean. I could see it being in some jungle. But I'll tell you, the more the days go on, the more I believe that it's not in the water, because they would have fucking found it. At least something, a fucking vitamin water can, something. So there's my, there is my 2 cents on the airplane missing Malaysian jet. And I bring that up because we've been following it for 40 some odd days, and Summers won't talk about it because she doesn't care. And we care about it. Why? Not because of the tragedy and the people's lives that are lost, but because it happened on our night show and it was live. We were going through the news, and as we were looking on CNN, it said airlines lost, reported off the grid 10 minutes ago. Where the fuck is it? And so we were like, whoa, everybody, fucking planes crashed. Nobody knows where it is. Whoa. And we kind of like followed that. We followed that goddamn airplane news while our night show went on. So I feel like we are intricately intertwined to this, to this fucking story. So that's why we talk about it. Anyways, let's move on to some other crazy Koreans. And it's not North Korea, but it's South Korea. And the fact that they had a ferry boat that has 181 basically still missing. Or 181 are dead and 121 still missing. I mean, you got to assume that the 121 are fucking dead too. So it's not a, and nobody's gonna find them, and they're gonna be like, well, we live, so that ain't gonna happen. So you have 181 that are killed and 121 that are missing. You might as well say 300. That's basically where you're at. 300 of these South Koreans are dead. Now, we talked about this on the show the other day, and basically, my question is, why the fuck are a bunch of kids on a fucking ferry boat in the middle of the ocean on a class trip? That's one hell of a fucked up class trip. But we already talked about that. I mean, when you watch the video, which is kind of fucked up, the boat literally was on his side. So it wasn't like it just poosh right in. People had time to get off this ship. And it's just completely fucked up that so many people didn't get off the ship, and they were told to just kind of stay put because it might be too dangerous to get in the fucking water away from the boat. So only 75 kids were smart enough to go, hey man, I don't know about you, but I don't believe in the theory that we're safer floating inside of this boat in water up to our necks than actually just jumping into the freezing water and I don't know, fucking treading water until a boat comes and picks us up. Because, ladies and gentlemen, what's sad is they have video of this ferry capsizing or capsized. So it has video of the ferry sideways in the water. So it's obvious that if you jumped in the water, you weren't going to be in the water that fucking long to where you would have died. Now, yes, if you don't know how to swim, you're fucked. But just the concept of it being cold, Jesus Christ, motherfuckers in the Titanic managed to fucking, Jack managed to hang on to fucking Rose for a little while. They sang together, they loved each other, and then he eventually froze. That water was fucking cold, all right? Rose managed to stay on a fucking iceberg. It's fucking cold. So you gotta feel for these kids because somebody listened to some stupid motherfucker that said, no, don't go in the water. They're going to come with a crane and take the boat and turn it right side up. And then another guy said, no, we hear Godzilla. Godzilla is going to come along with Rodan and take the boat and right side up. And you had what amounted to 5 students that went, fuck you, nobody's coming. I'm not drowning in this fucking boat. I'm getting out, and I'm going to float in water until somebody picks my ass up. Because guess what? It wasn't that long until boats came and picked up all these people floating in the water. So I got to feel bad. Seriously. It's horrible. Like, basically, it was their entire junior class, okay, that drowned in this fucking boat. It's horrible. Fucking horrible. And, man, horrible. And the fact that people on this boat and part of the captains, and I mean, you guys got to say something. The captain survived, so he got off the boat, and I think they say about 10 other workers on the ferry got off the boat. So basically, all the people that were in charge of making sure the boat was safely, floating in the water and getting to where it had to go, they all got off the goddamn boat. But all these kids didn't. That's horrible. Horrible. It's just horrible how all these workers got off the boat. And it even shows pictures of the captain getting off the boat. Like, it shows him getting off the boat. Like, fuck you, I'm out of here. That's just horrible. So, it's horrible. It really is. So, that's not good. Got to feel for the South Koreans, and you got to really just hope that they can find the rest of these kids and kind of put this disaster past them. Because the more it drags on, the more you hear of just horrific details, and it keeps the pain going. So, bad stuff. I don't even really have a witty jokes for the ferry people. It's fucking a bunch of dead people. So, all right. Here is a new story that I gotta say it's a man after Mike South's heart. So listen to this. Kentucky, of course, Kentucky. You have a politician named Matt Bevin from Kentucky, and he is challenging Mitch McConnell, who is the minority leader of the Republican Senate, and he's challenging him for a nomination. He's a Tea Partier. He's a fucking, teabagger, and he's spent weeks, and this was something that got under the radar, but I read about it, and to really talk about it, I really didn't feel like getting into it until you have all of this, all of these stories now coming out about the Florida porn girls. So I don't call them porn stars. The Florida porn girls making crush videos and things like that. And people like Mike South defending these girls and defending them doing these things. So I thought now would be a good time to talk about the craziness, okay? The craziness of what this senator did. And it's pretty fucking, or senator. This hopeful senator did, and it's just nuts. So listen, Matt Bevin, okay, he was at a pro cockfighting event on March 29th. Yes, he was. He was at a pro cockfighting event on March 29th. And after a bunch of denials and saying he wasn't there, a video emerged. And it's of Bevin personally defending he's defending basically cockfighting. He was defending cockfighting, and he is just under attack and getting beaten up, okay, on this issue. And it became a national news story after a Kentucky paper reported that Bevin had spoke at the gathering, which organizers told the press was specifically devoted to legalizing cockfighting. And the wannabe senator maintained that the rally was not about cockfighting, that it was that he was the first speaker at the event and quickly left, and that he was unaware what else was discussed. And there was a reporter for one of the local news stations, Wave 3 News, and it includes a video of the rally that calls this politician's claims into question, and it talks about how Bevin was not the first speaker. Okay, he was preceded by American Game Fowl Defense Director Dave Devereaux, who reportedly told the crowd in his remarks that the event was held for the sole purpose of legalizing game cockfighting at the state level. After Bevin spoke next to Devereaux, Devereaux asked him whether he would vote to support the effort to legalize game cockfighting in the state of Kentucky. I support the people of Kentucky exercising their right because it is our right to decide what it is that we want to do and not the federal government, Bevin responded. Criminalizing behavior, if it's part of the heritage of the state, is, in my opinion, a bad idea. A bad idea I will not support. Now, I think that sounds like the dude is for cockfighting. Again, talks like Mike South. He talks like a Mike South man through and through. Talks like a Mike South supporter. This is a Mike South person. Okay? Bevin talked to MSNBC about the event earlier this month at an event in Louisville. And in the interview, he denied the gathering was organized around cockfighting and strongly implied that he didn't know the topic was broached at all. Bevin said it wasn't a cockfighting event. That's where you all need to start telling the truth about what happened. Bevin said this was a gathering of people talking about state rights. I don't know what they talked about other than the fact that when I was there, I talked about my campaign. And then he blamed Mitch McConnell, that he makes up lies, he spins the fluff, and all intended to distract people that aren't thoughtful enough to actually dig under the hood and ask hard questions, he said. But asked by the reporter on Thursday whether he wanted to change his story in light of the new report, Bevin admitted he was unsure whether he had personally said the phrase cockfighting at any time during the event. He said, I don't know, honestly, I don't know, he said. I mean, not as part of my commentary, no. Bevin then told Wave 3 he couldn't remember what he said in response to Devereaux's question about cockfighting either. It's unbelievable, man. I mean, you guys got to admit, Kentucky, Georgia, it's all the same, and it just sounds like somebody that might as well be called Bevin South. That's what these fucking right-wing Republican Southern nut jobs do, and anybody that supports them. They literally get caught doing something on tape with their own words, their own fucking words, and they go, I never said that. And you're like, bro, yes you did. I never said that. Yes you did. I never said that. And then you show them the tape, and they won't admit they said it. They go, I don't even know if I don't know. Maybe I did say it. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know. This is all a smear tactic. What does this guy say? He blames Mitch McConnell, and like I don't have any love lost for this Republican, but he blames Mitch McConnell on making this guy Bevin be at a cockfighting rally and to support cockfighting. And he blames Mitch McConnell for, I guess, putting him there. Again, it's just like when you go onto Mike South's website and read his post about the Crush video incident. And his first post about it, he supports it. And he talks about killing cats, talks about killing dogs, and eating squirrel. And then, 3 days later, he writes a post saying he's against, killing any animals in videos for sexual gratification. And that if you read his post and read it and understood it as him just killing a girlfriend's cat, then you're a moron. And you're like, but that is what you wrote about. That's what you wrote about, Mr. Bevin. That's what you wrote about. Think about this. Bevin's campaign manager, this is what they said. This is just a rehash of an old story. Primary voters will have a choice on May 20th between a veteran, a small business owner, father of 9 who will fight for our conservative values, and Matt Bevin, or more of the same old liberal policies from Mitch McConnell. Since McConnell can't defend his record, all he can do is try to make his opponent look worse. Instead, we should be addressing the core issue, that the federal government has gotten too big, too intrusive, and needs to be reined in. Okay? The McConnell campaign, which criticized Bevin over the episode earlier this month, is already tearing into Bevin on his latest news. And so it says, Matt Bevin's cockfighting episode will go down as one of the most disqualifying moments in Kentucky political history. McConnell campaign spokesman Allison Moore said in an email, 20 years from now, we'll all remember the time when the East Coast conman thought so little of Kentuckians that he pathologically lied to us about absolutely everything until an undercover camera caught him red-handed at a cockfighting rally. Exactly. Exactly. Update now. You ready for this one, guys? In a statement, Matt Bevin apologized for attending the rally. He added that while he opposed cockfighting or any other forms of animal cruelty, he also opposed efforts by the federal government to ban the practice on the basis of state rights. So now he's admitting he was there. A month ago, this is his statement now. A month ago, I was invited to Corbin to discuss my candidacy at an event where folks had gathered to address various state rights. I am generally sorry that my attendance at an event, which, other than my comments, appears to have primarily involved a discussion of cockfighting, has created concern on the part of many Kentucky voters. I understand that concern. I am not and have never been a supporter of cockfighting or any other forms of animal cruelty. I am, however, a strong supporter of state rights. Regardless of any personal views on this issue, animal rights are not is not an enamored power granted to the federal government under the Constitution. Such decisions should be left to each state to decide. I made the decision to speak at the gathering in Corbin because I support our 10th Amendment rights, not because I support or condone every topic discussed at the event. So, there you go, Mike South. Oh, Mike South. You catch these motherfuckers and they just fucking backpedal. That's I was never for that. I was never for that. Well, you weren't for that? I was never. I was never for that. Or no, I was. Okay. All right. You weren't for that. You weren't for that. All right. All right. Unbelievable, man. Seriously, you guys. Oh, God. It's just, it really is. It's just, seriously, it's just, I don't know, man. It really is just, it's just, it is what it is. It really is. It really is just a symptom of the South. So you got a guy who supports cockfighting, but then says he doesn't, but wasn't there, but then he was there, and then he gets caught, and then he backpedals, and just amazing. And like I said, it's really just a Mike South moment. It is. It's just a Mike South moment. That's all. It is. Oh man, it's just a Mike South moment. And it's weird how that is, how the South is. Okay? It really is how the South and people who are from the South, how their mentality and how their brains work. It really is. And these people with these attitudes, man, it's, again, completely crazy how they act and how they view things and how they rationalize and basically how they lie. And when you and how you listen to them and actually shake your head and go, okay, I see. They're rational. I get it. I get it. Yeah, okay. I understand. So it's just perplexing, and we'll touch on that in a, we'll touch on that more in a minute or two. But another story that I wanted to talk about was the fact that crazy North Koreans are going to possibly do a nuke test. They're just so nuts. And it's, the game plan of it is to make it coincide with Obama's visit to South Korea this week. Like North Korea, I mean, seriously, North Korea is planning to do one of their underground nuke tests to coincide with President Obama being in South Korea, because they don't like the South Koreans. North Korea, South Korea, they fight. They don't like each other. And it's funny because South Korea has a woman president, and North Korea's got the little Jung Kung Ungang Jr. And it's, it's almost like you just want to have them get in a room and fuck it out, just fuck it out. You know how you have two guys, they just fucking hug it out, just bro and hug it out. You just want these two fuckers to just fuck it out, man. Just have them fuck out all the aggression, and let's once and for all have North and South Korea just work together. He's a dude, she's a woman. Have them fuck it out, and let's just basically have some fucking peace, because blowing up a bomb, a nuclear bomb underground while our president's there ain't real good, because let's face it, okay? Let's face it. I know it sounds very warmongering, but fucking North Korea can't reach us with a fucking bomb. Yes, they can reach everybody else in their little area with a bomb, but they can't reach us. So, fuck. I don't know what they're trying to prove, because it's been shown that President Obama doesn't have a real love for the other countries, and it's shown that the other countries don't have a lot of love for President Obama. And I'd love to just see Obama be like, fuck that part of the fucking world. Hey, Russia, you know what? You want to control that part of the world? Go for it, bro. Poops. go for it. You can have that. We got Mexico and Canada and South America, and you can take the rest of the world over there. Oh, thank you, President Obama. Thank you. And let fucking Putin go and fucking call up fucking Jung Tung-ul and say, oh, I've got the green light. Now I'm going to fuck you up. What? What are you talking about? I'm going to fuck you up. Kind of sounds like a Dracula a little. I know, it's a bad Russian, but seriously. So here's the thing. North Korea may be preparing for a nuclear test to coincide with Obama. North Korean Foreign Minister warned Tuesday that Obama's trip could escalate confrontation and bring the dark clouds of a nuclear arms race, prompting speculation that the impulsive young leader of the North, Kim Jong-un, is again crying out for attention. Typically, experts and government officials refer to these outbursts of nuclear or missile tests as provocative, which are followed by sanctions, tensions, and it is hoped a return to diplomacy. But by now, it should be obvious that while North Korea the behavior appears cynical, there they go again. Pyongyang is on a clear, linear path to developing nuclear weapons, and that means to deliver them on target in Japan and eventually the United States. North Korea's third and most recent nuclear test in February of 2013 used relatively small 6 to 9 kiloton plutonium-based nuclear warhead. According to the South Korean Ministry of Defense, roughly half the yield of the nuclear bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. If North Korea's new test is substantially larger, it will demonstrate that Pyongyang either has mastered the warhead design, challenges of plutonium-based weapons, or has covertly enriched uranium. If it is the former case, North Korea will more easily be able to miniaturize its nuclear warhead technology for mating with ballistic missiles. The later case, North Korea will probably demonstrate the ability to covertly stockpile large amounts of fissile material, since highly enriched uranium fusils can be more easily hidden underground. And North Korea has plenty of uranium mines to obtain the necessary fuel. Either way, a new form of North Korean nuclear test would signal a substantial increase in the country's nuclear capabilities, and not just another provocation requiring a short-term punishment from the international community. I mean, you guys, like I said, this is one of those things. It's like, how much more can these guys be cut off from the world already? The United States and its allies and partners would no doubt seek to place additional sanctions on North Korea from the United Nations. Such a test were to occur. However, given current tensions with Russia, as well as Chinese concern about North Korea's stability, it is unlikely that UN Security Council will approve substantial new sanctions. Yet, deterring North Korea is critical. What more could be done? I mean, like I said, we're getting to the point with North Korea where it's like, what do you do with these assholes? If the United States cannot win substantial new sanctions at the UN, it can take additional steps to concern with South Korea, Japan, and other allies and partners to squeeze North Korea's ability to import or export dangerous materials. Additional sanctions could target North Korea's use of international banks to conduct illicit activities. Although some of these institutions have been targeted, most notably Banco Delta Asia in 2005, more can be done to cut North Korea off from its international financing. Okay, see, again, they've already been getting sanctioned a lot. Moving China to action has usually been a challenge, but additional North Korean provocations and Kim Jong-un's execution of his uncle and China's contact in Pyongyang, Sang Song-Tiak, could motivate China to take steps, particularly once it's clear that the U.S. is no longer willing to rely on the Security Council for another round of weak sanctions. So China is also has always kind of been this this linchpin, because China is extremely powerful and they're like the big Asian dog over there. Okay. The U.S. Could respond to any North Korean task by increasing cooperation trilaterally with Japan and South Korea. Although South Korea and Japan relations have been at a low point, the United States has spearheaded efforts to make progress in bilateral relations. Yeah. This move would not only improve U.S., Japan, South Korea cooperation, but also deter additional provocation action to put pressure on Chinese leaders to restrain their North Korean ally. December 2010, Japan and South Korea came very close to issuing a joint collective security statement declaring that attack by the North on any of us would be an attack on all of us. After the North sank a South Korean vessel and shelled civilians on a South Korean held island, the high bar could become achievable again. Third, the United States could bolster its extended deterrent framework of nuclear umbrella in East Asia. Today, some questions U.S. willpower in the face of threats in the Asia-Pacific region, particularly after the uncertain U.S. response to aggression in Syria and Ukraine. A North Korean nuclear test would require the U.S. to make ambiguous statements about the defense of our allies and follow through with demonstrations of American capability, including deployments of assets like B-2 bomber to Guam and increased exercise in Japan and Korea. So, basically, there's a bunch of little things we could do, but at the end of the day, you're looking at telling Russia to just take it over. Just go, Putin, go fuck with them. God damn it. Stop fucking with Ukraine. Just go fuck with the North Koreans. Go fucking kick that little tubby boy's ass. Oh, God. That would be fucking funny. You got to admit it'd be funny. I don't think it would happen, but you got to think it'd be funny. Anyways. God. That is the North Korean issue that's happening that I wanted you all to fucking see. Okay? And hear. So, go with it. Go with it! And if you guys go to, I was just notified, adultfyi.com, you can read about a new story. Yes. Go to adultfyi.com, and there is a new breaking story on that web. And I'm sure you will enjoy it. I'm sure you will love it. And I'm sure you will be fascinated by it. Okay? And it's basically about Mike South's obsession with anything that deals with civilized technology and human beings. And it's the story about Mike South talking about the Indian and the Lamborghini. That's what it's called. The Indian and the Lamborghini. And his being extremely upset that an Indian doctor in Texas who owns a Lamborghini, seriously, he owns a Lamborghini, he has a medical clinic, and he's got a Free Speech Coalition pass banner on his site, and it says that if people go to his site and get tested, and they go to his company and get tested, and they are referred to you, referred to him by you, he'll give you some money. And somehow Mike South says this is the ultimate smoking gun to show the entire world that Free Speech Coalition is corrupt, they're evil, and there's these grand demons that are involved. And, you know, the best part is, I would imagine if you really broke shit down and said, hey, they are, this guy, this Indian doctor is giving, I mean, let's just think about this. How is it that in any other walk of life, including Mike South, which, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you go to MikeSouth.com, he actually has it's pretty funny. He actually has what is called links, saying friends links on top of the site. And if you click on these links, like O Day Porno, these links go to Manlin sites where you could join Manlin sites. Now, I have to assume that if you join these Manlin sites through Mike South sites, you get paid, meaning Mike South gets paid. Now, I for the life of me, this is how the world works. Nobody does nothing for free. And if you have an office and you want to get customers to your office, don't you tell people, hey, if you go to my office and or you send people to my office and I do business, I'll give you a little piece of that business. Isn't that what, I mean, everybody does that. Mike South does it himself. But for some reason, this guy this guy from Texas, who I guess has an affiliate link or something that reads, hey, if you give me business, I'll give you a fucking piece of that money. And that somehow is the grand smoking gun that is going to put everybody in prison. And it shows that Free Speech Coalition and everybody that is part of it are corrupt and they're evil. And I mean, it's just ludicrous. It really is. It's just ludicrous. And it's obvious that, again, Mike South makes up shit, okay? Mike South just makes up random shit. And the guy is so fucking jealous, all right? He's so jealous that anybody has anything more than some beat-up pickup truck or lives in something that's not a trailer or eats something that's not squirrel. Seriously, like, hey, Mike, and I know you're listening, and I know 2 of your supporters that are the only ones that are on your website. This weekend, I'm going to go have some lobster. I'm going to go have some steak. I am. That's what I'm going to have some prime rib. I think my girlfriend's going to drink some wine. That's what we're going to have. I know you're going to eat fucking squirrel and sewer rat. because you're fucking an inbred hillbilly motherfucker. But most of us that are in the civilized world, we don't prescribe to that. And I know you're jealous, and I'm sorry about that. But maybe if you amounted to something more than a guy whose parents had a second grader go out and hunt squirrel for their meals, you would have actually enjoyed not just finer things in life, but civilized things in life, like not having to hunt squirrel so you can fucking eat with your ma and pa. So it's amazing. It's amazing. So read the story, you guys. And again, it's all about how Mike South is really just nothing more than a deplorable, two-faced hypocrite that does nothing more than spread lies and has a bunch of assholes that support him, really. And this story also talks about how people that support Mike South will be outed and will be put on blast, like Vicky Vet, Adela from Finance Marketing, your Lindsay Lovehands, all of these low-rent scab talent and scab PR people will be outed. Caden Cross, a fucking loser. Think of Caden Cross. But who does she work for? What job does she have? I've said this on the night show. She must be the world's biggest sugar baby and have the world's biggest sugar daddy, because we all know she was banging around with Baby and Theismann. But this girl got no job. She got no fucking company she works for. She's got guts and gold. She's got nothing except bullshit games. And I think she was the girl that contributed to fleecing war vets, right, out of their houses. Wasn't that it? You got to help me out on this. Wait, let's figure this out. Let's see. Let's see if we can find out about this. Hold on. Oh, God. Okay, isn't this the one? Let's see. Let's see. Let me see here. We got to find this out. Okay, so let's see. Caden was charged in Superior Court of California with grand theft and real estate fraud. The grand theft felony charge was dismissed, while instead she pled no contest to a misdemeanor on real estate fraud charges. See, if you want to catch up everything happened in the case for a start, you could start reading on page 12. Okay, hold on. I gotta read this. I want to Caden Cross land deal stealing. We got. I want to just refresh my mind on this. Let's see here. How do I gotta find this. Caden Cross. Let's see. Caden Cross. Caden Cross. Porn star. I gotta find it. I'm looking, guys. I'm hold on. I'm looking. Because I'm pretty sure this she's the one, right? Okay, hold on. Trying to find where the story was. Let's see if I can find this. Oh, God. I'm trying to find this. If anybody could find this article or the information on this, I would love to have it sent to me. If I'm wrong on this, someone tell me. But I thought this was King Cross. If somebody could find this, please send it to me. Let's see. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to. This is why the new program is going to be better, because I'll actually be able to. Okay, I'm trying to find. Okay, I'm trying to find the real story and not a bunch of porn people talking about it. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, I doubt I could find it. I'm sorry that it's taking. Let's see. Second felony charges. Okay, so apparently she was charged with 3 counts. The number 2 count seems to have been dropped, as now she's just the 2 charges remaining. The first is listed as criminal felony charge, PC 487. This is grand theft. The second is also a criminal felony charge. This is a charge relating to a real estate fraud. This charge stems from the House of Equity Sales Contract Act, Section 1695, specifically the part whereby a deed from a trustee acting under the power of a sale contained in the deed of trust or mortgage at a foreclosure sale conducted. Caden and another man by the name of William Henley was also charged on the same day. He has 2 charges pending. The first was the same as Caden, which was the criminal felony. Second charge for Mr. Henley was the criminal felony charge. This is a law that is meant to safeguard against deceit. In short, it's meant to protect homeowners in foreclosure that are subject to unfair dealings. Both Caden and William Henley are scheduled to be arraigned in this matter in October. Let's see. Crooked to William Scott Henley has been started on the team looking man as a game cross speed. Following a company called Liquidated Private, one of them shows first breach. Yeah, I mean, this is the information, but I know they're digging makes the overall state economy more crowded. The government just failed to make camera. They claim this is a gray line here. And stealing money is bad. Any respect being crossed is supposed to be not. Okay. Again, I'm trying to find the real history of this. And again, it's somebody who's listening to the show and that has a fucking brain in their head. I would be appreciative if I can, if you could give me the full details of the story. I would love to have it. And if any of you are listening, I would like to please give me the story so I can talk about it. I prefer not to go off and start talking about something else and then come back to this. So if somebody could do it while I'm talking, that would be greatly appreciated. If not, you're fucking useless to me. Really, you're fucking useless to me. So, anyways, these are the people that support Mike South. And we're not talking about something as being part of a, let's see, wait a minute. Let's see here. Let's take a look. Everybody said, I know TJ lost his house, probably living in Tempe. He said to each other on view Sacramento. I came talk to him for the world for what happened. Something, like I said, it's something that involves land deals. And again, I don't want to talk about something that I don't fucking know the exact history of it, but I just know that we're not talking about obscenity. We're not talking about anything like that. We're fucking talking about Caden Cross, who fucking was involved in scams, land scams, stealing people's property, and being part of that. That's basically what this girl was involved with. And she's a supporter of Mike South. And when you talk about Mike South and you talk about the people that support him, from Vicky Fat to Adela to what other loser company is e-cigarette Halo, people like this, you really are talking about the bottom of the barrel. You're talking about really, really low-end pieces of shit. And when you go to Mike South's website, and I'm going to explain something to you guys. I'm going to give you something that's very telling. When you go to Mike South and click on a story, and you scroll and see who are posting, it's the same three fucking people. So basically, Mike South has three people. So listen to me. If you go to his second crush video posting, okay? You go to his crush video posting, and which is the second one, where he backpedals about what he did. Let me read this to you. He has, let's see, 21 comments. Are you ready? 21 comments. Now, you ready for these? Okay. Rico Marin, Lacey Blake, Lurking Reader, and C. Panzeram. So, ready? Lacey Blake, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 posts. Lurking Reader. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 12 of these posts, responses in this category, were from 2 people, Lurking Reader and Lacey Blake. Then Mike South posts, because he responds to these 2 people. And you know what's so funny? It's like, why even have a message board? If it's just Mike South talking to these 2 people, why don't they just exchange emails with each other? or pick up the phone and talk to each other. It's not like there's hundreds of people on this site and it's this budding forum. There's 3 fucking people. Rico Marin, who's got 2 posts. Mike South. I'm sorry, Rico Marin has 1, 2, 3, 4 posts. So you got Lurking Reader with 6, Lacey Blake with 6, Rico Marin with 4, and then Mike South responds to 1, 2, 3, 4. So Mike South is 4, Rico Marin is 4. So there's your 8. Lacey Blake is 6, Lurking Reader is 6. And then Pazaram is 1. There you go. There's one of his hot topics. There you go. There you go. Fucking 3 people. Don't count South. Pazaram, Rico Marin, Lurking Reader, and Lacey Blake. 4 fucking people. That's his big fucking debating blogging. And this is the site that has 10 times the traffic that we do here at Adult FYI and the Rob Black Show. So he has 10 times the traffic that we do. So he's got 1.4 million people a month and has the same 4 posters every fucking article. Yep. Yeah. Gotta believe that, guys. Gotta believe that. And then his big story about JP Morgan and Chase, how if they canceled your account. Okay, so this post, okay, this post, same thing. Same thing. Lurking Reader, 1, 2. Lacey Blake, 1, 2. I mean, it's just an amazing fucking, it really is. It's fucking amazing. Seriously. It's just fucking amazing. It's just amazing. Okay? Just amazing. Okay? Fucking amazing. It's just amazing. It's fucking amazing. It really is. This is just fucking amazing. Just amazing. Again, same shit. That is it's the same shit. Oh man. So you just look through his site, Lacey Blake, Lurking Reader, on every single fucking post. That's all. Mutants. So I'm sure I got hit with a bunch of Caden Cross articles, but they're all from the porn world. So it's like, what's real about it? Seriously. You know, here. I'll read this from XViz. Caden Cross indicted on 2 felony counts. Adam and Eve contract performer Caden Cross has been indicted on 2 felony counts of grand theft and real estate fraud. Court records indicate that Cross was indicted on California Civil Code blank and blank. Cross was indicted under her real name, which was confirmed to XViz by a representative of Adam and Eve Pictures. Also named the indictment was William Henley. So they don't print Caden's real name, but they print William Henley. which prohibits foreclosure consultants from receiving any consideration from any third party in connection with services rendered to the owner unless that consideration is fully disclosed to the owner. John Paul Valacarani of Sacramento law firm Rothschild Whitaker Sands LLP, who was representing Cross, was unavailable for comment. Cross is scheduled to feature at 10 Show Club in Tucson, Arizona. Starting tonight, a representative of Tense contacted on the telephone, confirmed that Cross was in Tucson and would perform a schedule. Cross has not returned calls from Exbiz. Affinity Public Relations Director Katie Azalvaran told Exbiz that the company had no comment on the charges. Okay, great. I mean, like, again, so these are the people that support Mike South. And it's not a matter of being a criminal. It's a matter of, fuck, I went to prison. But I didn't go to prison for trying to fucking cheat people out of their fucking house and home. I didn't cheat people out of their house and home. And then here's another. Adam and Eve contract performer had been indicted in September on felony counts, grand theft, and real estate fraud, pleaded out the charges on Monday. According to court records, the grand theft charges have been dismissed, and the real estate fraud charge was reduced to a misdemeanor. Cross pleaded no contest and was sentenced to 1 day in custody and 3 years probation. The charges have been filed under Cross's real name, which was confirmed to Exbiz by Adam and Eve. William Henley, who was also named in charge, will be back in court July 15th for further proceedings. Cross was unavailable. I wonder if William Henley went to jail. Did he get in trouble? Or did Caden just roll over on him? Like, what was it? Kimberly Nicole Rathkamp. That's Caden Cross's real name. Kimberly Nicole Rathkamp. Wow, what a fucking Nazi-sounding name that is. Hi, I'm Kimberly Nicole Rathkamp. All right, well, Kimberly Nicole Rathkamp. My question is, if you guys did nothing wrong, did William Henley get in trouble? Maybe you guys could find that out for me. What happened to William Henley? Because if William Henley wound up getting real time, then you know Caden Cross is a fucking rat. And Caden Cross basically just served up the whole operation and walked out of there with a little slap on the fucking wrist. So if we find out what happened to William Henley, then you'll fucking know what's up with Kimberly Nicole Rathkamp. Wow, what a fucking Nazi name that is. Hello, I am Kimberly Nicole Rathkamp. How are you? I would like to steal your house. I am Kimberly Nicole Rathkamp. Well, Kimmy, let's figure out what happened to William Henley. Because I think that will be a clear indication of what is the entire truth of this story. So let's just find out what happened to that guy, William. If William got real jail time, then we know what happened with Kimberly Nicole Rathkamp. Okay? Okay? Because let's face it, if William went to jail, all right, if William went to jail and got fucking hit good for this, and Caden or Kimberly only fucking got a slap on the wrist, that means, guess what? She was a part of something that was real, and she ratted a bunch of people out. See, look, oh, okay, I see an article where it says, Caden speaks about the incident and how it all transpired. Right now, she was a rat. The situation was I basically was talked into purchasing 2 properties that were in foreclosure by a broker who stood to make a lot of money by brokering the transaction. She was talked into purchasing. Really? She's a rat. She was involved. They all got busted, and she fucking ratted on everybody. There, end of story. She just said it. Somehow she got talked into. How do you get talked into purchasing property? I get it. You're on set and you get talked into swallowing cum. Come on, it'll be a great movie. Come on, all right. Come up. But how do you get talked into purchasing property? Because that doesn't happen basically like swallowing cum does. You know, it's not a one-day process. That's continued days. That's a lot of work to purchase property. So, Caden told, see, it sucks that I wasn't around during this time. I was in prison. So I missed out on this stuff because Caden wouldn't have gotten a fucking free walk if ROB BLACK was on the case. So after she was talked into purchasing these properties, she told AVN it was a super sophisticated transaction that I knew nothing about. So why did you do it? I thought, guys, isn't Caden Cross supposed to be this highly intelligent woman that everybody touts as being a genius? Seriously, isn't Caden Cross this highly intelligent woman that everybody says is a genius, including Mike South? You know, that's her biggest cheerleader. So Caden was part of a land deal where she purchased 2 pieces of property and was talked into it. And the way the purchase was done, it was super sophisticated, and she knew nothing about it. The numbers were shaky, and the broker was just setting it up to get his fee and run. So that really screwed me up. I didn't know what I was doing or supposed to be doing. And I still don't know exactly what I did wrong and what exactly was illegal about it. Again, you see, she's a rat. You see, Caden Cross is a fucking rat. You see that. If you're going to tell me that she's not a rat with these statements, okay, then you're a fucking moron. You're a fucking ignorant, hillbilly, jerk-off moron. All right? This is plain and simple. Somebody who is a fucking rat. Plain and simple. The thing that got me on was not filling out the contract with the people I bought the property from. People who I brought the property from were people who I thought all of this was trying to get money out of me. And basically, though, 2.5 years or however long it's been, they've been in the police station every single day, annoying the hell out of the police officers, trying to get them to make a case against me so they can get a settlement out of me. And they got me on technicality that there were no written contracts, so they never actually prosecuted anyone for that in the history of Sacramento. Everyone knows me knows I'm not the type of person who will intentionally screw someone over, she said. I just got pulled into a situation I knew nothing about. I was trying to refinance my own house, and he was the broker. And he and the mortgage lender are the 2 people who did this to me. Actually, I wasn't the only girl they did this to. Their general MO was to take girls who had cash, which are usually house girls, and cash and good credit score, which is all they needed. So a few girls got pulled in. They did the same thing on all of us. So, And everybody went, oh, okay, Kaden. Unbelievable. Wow. Yeah. It's a fucking girl that is just a, remember, she's smart. Unbelievable. Oh, man. And you guys just all fell for it. Oh, man. Unbelievable. 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 Okay. Again, these are the people. Man. This is the people that follow Mike South. This is the people, and this is the person that's going to write an article about crush videos for Mike South. Seriously, this is somebody that's going to write an article about crush videos for Mike South. Okay, she's real credible. She's real credible. Anyways, I gotta fucking take a break real quick so I can get to the news that we can use, because you guys are fucking all nuts, and it's pretty amazing. It's pretty fucking amazing, and once again, it's just more people bullshitting in this industry, and they've had a pass for many, many, many years to do whatever they wanted in this business because they bullied people. I mean, everybody was afraid that somebody would write a bad story about them. So you had people like Mike South that basically, think about it, could do whatever they wanted. They could print whatever they want, and everybody would be terrified that if they said anything, Mike would write about them and spread lies about them, because if you don't have a forum to speak out and you don't have a way to defend yourself, then everybody thinks you just fuck chickens. So in turn, everybody would be afraid to speak because Mike South would go, well, I'm going to write a story about how you like to fuck chickens. So this person likes to fuck chickens, and that's the gospel, and guess what? What are you going to do about it? And then people said, fuck it. And so Mike South bullied everybody for a decade and a half. Well, Mike South can't bully people no more. Mike South can't spread lies about people no more. It's over. Because I'm here every day to fucking tell the world that everything he talks about are fucking lies. Plain and simple. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break so we can get ready for Katie Summers and the news that we can use. So we'll be back in 5 minutes, and we'll be here with Katie Summers in 5 minutes. Yes, 5 minutes. It's Rob Black, and we'll be back in 5 minutes.
It's broke. So
Minutes.
yeah, the one
So,
side.
ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break.
So
we can get
what have you?
get ready.
How old?
Kate Summers in the news.
21. When did you turn 21?
February.
Really, February 23rd. So you're almost 22. Where did you grow up?
In Portland,
Portland, Oregon. When did you move to California?
like 7 months ago.
So you lived in Portland, Oregon your whole life?
Yeah, I grew up there.
Oh, you grew up there. Really? There's a lot of rain there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like it's near Seattle, right?
Yeah, it's like a smaller version of Seattle, just a little less rain. But it's really clean, and that's the good thing about it. No smog.
There's no smog. It's just fucking, the rain washes away the dirt though.
It's really clean.
So you were born in Portland, Oregon. Raised all your life.
Yep.
What possessed you to come out here to California? Oh, come on now. Alright, we'll backtrack. You got brothers and sisters?
Out here?
No.
Oh, in Portland, I have one sister.
Is she older or younger?
Older.
How much older?
She's like 10 years older. She's 31.
Oh, she's 31. Do you, are your parents still together?
No.
Are they divorced?
They never got married.
So you're a bastard child. You are, you're a
They were
bastard.
together, they just got married.
Still, you fall in the bastard zone. Okay, so now take me to 7 months ago when did you get into porn? 7 months ago?
No, a year ago. I was actually flying here, and that was costing me too much.
It was
so I
costing you
tried
too
to
much.
leave and work for it.
Okay, what were you doing before a year ago when you were in porn?
I was dancing.
Like,
Not stripping like on a pole. It's more of a lingerie modeling.
yeah.
More of like a one-on-one kind of like dancing. Like it's in a room and you're alone with the guy. But he's allowed to jack off.
Yeah.
And not touch you. But he's allowed to jack off, which is that they pay you more than a regular
Yeah.
stripper. So,
And they have that in Portland, Oregon.
I know it's all over.
It's all over.
All over.
Now, would you ever fucking jack off the guys too? They
Yeah.
threw you a little extra?
Depending on where I worked, because sometimes there's cameras.
Yeah, some of the ones that didn't have cameras, like, would you say to the guy, hey, if you give me an extra $50, I'll fucking
No, they
jack
pay
you
a
off?
lot. Like they would pay like $300-400 a lot.
To get, like,
'Cause
jerking
they
action.
would expect, they would think they're gonna get more, and then if they didn't pay them much, then I would give them the hand job.
You give them a little
They
hand
would be a
job.
little disappointed, but at least they got some.
Yeah, that's nice though. I mean, that'd be nice. That's if I'd be happy. I'd be happy. And then you just give them a hand job.
Yeah.
Nice, I like that. It's very nice to you. You're a very nice person. For giving that's like a bonus. So would you consider yourself, did you graduate from high school?
No, but I got my GED.
When did you drop out?
I think I was a junior.
Yeah.
Dropped out because my parents never made me go to school. Like, if they didn't, like, force me. And of course, when you're young and if you know you don't have to, you're not going to.
Would you consider yourself smart, or would you consider yourself average, or would you consider yourself kind of dumb?
I'm smart.
You think so? Do you know anything about world events? Yeah? No?
No,
No. Do you read the newspaper?
I don't. Not
What
really.
about the news? You watch the news?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. So you really don't have any idea what's going on in the real fucking world.
I do, kind of.
Do you know that we have a presidential election coming up? Do you know who's running for president?
McCain and Obama. And I hope Obama wins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
He better win.
do you like black people?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you find yourself a big black, do you like black guys more than white guys?
Yeah.
Really? You're a mud shark, aren't you?
I'm not sure.
You're a mud shark. Oh, I like that. Have you always been like that?
No, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I date white guys too, but it seems like a lot of black guys are more attracted to me because I'm pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, white guys are too, but, you know, it just seems like I get more.
Well, I'm ready to give you some medicine. Martha, you ready for some medicine? You came, this will cure all your ills of the world.
Exactly, I need it.
It'll make you feel good.
Yeah.
And then you'll be able to, you'll know more about world events with this type of medicine. It's smart medicine. It's smart medicine. It's very smart. Very, very smart.
Oh,
Give me some. Look at you. Give me some. I don't know, you ready for some, you know, this fucking guy. So tell me about the first time that you had sex with a black guy.
Oh, with a black guy.
Yeah.
That was probably, I think I was 16.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it a big dick?
It was pretty big. Well, not as big as the one that.
The dirty couch.
Oh, great.
it's broke, but don't worry. Yeah. The one side. Yeah. But you'll be fine. So, what have you? How old are you?
21.
21.
Yeah.
When did you turn 21?
21 in February.
Really, February 23rd. So you're almost 22. Where did you grow up?
In Portland,
Portland, Oregon.
We're back.
When did you move to California?
like 7 months ago.
Why don't you move to California? We don't fucking care. We're gonna call Katie Summers now. Here we go. You can make the. No, man. Here we are. YouTubers, you're gonna miss. Is this Katie Summers? Ladies and gentlemen, I am talking to none other than a woman of exceptional awesomeness. A woman who's got big, beautiful, wrath. And it can only be described as Katie Summers, and she's here to give us the news that you can use. Take it away, Katie Summers. I'm very sorry, and I stopped. I stopped talking about the Buffalo Bill cheerleader story, so I'm very sorry about that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got a question here. Hold on a second. Let me think here. I talk, and then you talk. I'm trying to think, because and the YouTubers that follow us on the old YouTube, they don't hear you talk. But if I put this phone on speaker, would that fuck up the live feeds on the ROBBlackShow.com and AdultFYI.com? Ah, forget it. We're going to be doing the new format starting soon anyway, so what's the difference? Go ahead. I'm just thinking to myself out loud. I'm a jerk. So they have suspended being cheerleaders. Well, so does that mean there's going to be no cheerleaders for the Bills this year? That's all I want to know. Wow, that's big action, man. I mean, what's the Buffalo Bills without fucking cheerleaders? Oh, now you don't have the owner, Ralph Wilson. You don't have the goddamn cheerleaders. What's next? Not going to have a fucking coach, for Christ's sakes? Do you think they blew any like? Do you think they would be told to like blow people? Yeah, but maybe they're maybe they're fucking maybe they're upset because the Buffalo the people that were having them blow people were taking like too much of a cut. Maybe they were taking too much of their money or something. That's what I'm saying. Maybe they were blowing people and they weren't getting the fucking money. Maybe they were just getting like, $1 or $2 instead of getting like $100 or $200 for blowjobs. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. I'm sorry. Well, Katie Summers, I know you're going to be surprised to hear what I'm going to say to you, but I agree with you 100%. And I always assumed that those girls got paid. I think it's incredibly retarded and pretty outlandish that these girls don't get paid because it's the National Football League and it's the National Football League, and they make an obscene amounts of money, like obscene amounts of money, and I would have imagined that the goddamn girls get paid. Now, I'm not talking about millions of dollars at all, but I'm talking about, I don't know, 40 grand? Yeah, I'm seriously. I thought, how about even 16,000? If you have a 16-game season, and then you have four preseason games, 16, 17, 20,000. I would have figured each girl would make what, $1,000 a game, maybe make 20 grand for the fucking football season. I mean, the fact that they don't get fucking paid except minimum wage is pretty fucked up. So I would assume that they would have gotten money. So I'm a little outraged. I would have thought that a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, a thing that everybody every girl that ever was a cheerleader in high school or in Pop Warner football, every girl aspired. Well, I want to be a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader one day. I would have thought that being a cheerleader in the professional ranks, you'd get paid at least $20,000 for the year. You know, $20,000 for the season. You'd at least get 20 fucking grand, $1,000 a game. The fact that they make $20 a game, fucking $40 a game is crazy. Unbelievable. Honey, I seriously, I don't know. So I swear to God, I don't know. I would have thought that the girls got fucking paid. I mean, you're talking about a fucking league. Talking about the biggest, you're talking about the biggest professional sports organization. There is nothing bigger than the NFL. NFL is bigger than basketball. NFL is bigger than baseball. NFL is bigger than hockey. NFL is bigger than any sport out there. I would have imagined that these girls got paid at least 12 grand. I thought they would got paid $1,000. There's not a lot of them on the team. It's not like there's 75 cheerleaders. I think there's what, 10 cheerleaders that are actively doing their cheerleading shit. 15 at the most. A team that is making billions of dollars and paying players, all of this money, millions of dollars. They can't afford to lay out, Jesus Christ, 10 grand a game on cheerleaders? Fuck, that's not a lot. Uh, yeah, well, yeah. It's definitely not a. It's definitely not a prerequisite that the sports have fucking. That the sports have, that the football teams have cheerleaders. So yeah, it's definitely not. It's not like, oh, we gotta have cheerleaders. But the ones that do have cheerleaders and they like to keep that tradition going, you would think that they would fucking pay them more than minimum wage. I wonder if the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders are paid. You should investigate, not necessarily to now, but you ought to investigate at some point and see about the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. I just, for some reason, I don't see Jerry Jones only paying those girls, $8 an hour. For some reason, I see Jerry Jones paying those girls, maybe not $1,000, being $1,000 a game, but I do see him paying those girls more than $8 an hour. Yeah, yeah. I guess if there's shit coming down from other teams, and I guess maybe they pay the cheerleaders shitty too. I don't know. It's a very surprising story. I'll give you that. You came out with a surprising, with a fascinating story. Oh, is that? Oh, okay. $50 a game. Wow, man, those cheerleaders get paid shit. Man. Yeah, I know. You're right. Take that, but exactly. Yeah, you tell. See, I can make more money camming with my big black dildo. Yeah, it's just It's crazy. Crazy. The money that they don't make is pretty crazy. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Wow. Taco Bell, they're steak. What's it called again? U.S. Taco. Okay. Wow. All right. That could be neat, right? Or no? Wow. All right. Well, we'll have when they if they come when they come to when are they coming to L.A.? Like opening. Okay. Well, I thought maybe we could go there then. Okay, I guess we can't. I'm saying when to go down there. Well, I didn't mean by that. I just meant it's not something that's around the corner. We gotta fucking go and get in the fucking car and do a big drive, and it's like a lot more. It's a lot more of a fucking drive than going to the Grove, for Christ's sakes. Okay. All right. Give me another story. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. I want to know the update about the two girls that were forced a retarded kid to like fuck a dog and do things like that. Yes, I want to hear the update. Tell me about it. I need to hear it. Jesus. Wow. Can you imagine? But here's my question though. So you mean one of those girls was actually dating the fucking retarded kid? That's even that's even weird, man. That's fucking. Don't you find that being? Don't you think that is a little fucking more bizarre than them making the guy shave his eyebrows and fuck a cat? The fact that that one of them dated the fucking retarded kid. Ah. They put him in the trunk. This is bizarre. Seriously, it's very. Again, I'm more fascinated that one of the girls, actually, one of the girls actually dates the fucking kid. Oh yeah, I've heard that. That's just fucked up. But hey, where the fuck were they from again? What was this? Isn't it a hillbilly state? Well, that's fucking Maryland. and they have sex with retards and make them dance in water and shit. Oh man. This girl. Okay, wait a minute. Say it again. She was stabbed because she refused to do what? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's fucking rejection, man. When you ask a girl to the prom and she fucking and she says no and you fucking stab her. Wow. That's a little extreme. That's crazy. That is just fucking crazy. So oh fuck yeah, he is. It's just crazy that the fucking you know that he fucking that he would do that to the girl, man. It's fucked up. Yeah, that's just, I don't know, man. That's just fucked up. So you just could turn in your drugs. And would you get in trouble for this? I got you. All right. Well, that's good. If anybody wants to take their drugs, their prescription drugs down to national, take your drugs down to prescription day. Go ahead. Okay, that's good. I like that. That's good. I don't have any prescription drugs. Do you? You've got a couple. I think. What is it? Percocet. What are those pills you got for your teeth that you didn't use? Well, those aren't good drugs, but the Vicodins, you could take those down and say, I've got Vicodin that I want to give back. Oh. All right, give me. I need a second. Give me something else. Give it to me. Give me all you got. Oh my God. Wow. Oh. Nothing. I'm envisioning you going, oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm being serious now. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. So what you're saying is you like elephants. Yeah. Wow. That's a bold fucking statement. No, Jesus. Is it? Wow. 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 Where the fuck do you get these cable companies at? Yeah, okay, there you go. Wow. Well, I take it it's an independent cable company. That's funny. Okay. Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Nobody gets it, but it's still pretty good. Very true. Fuck. Utah. 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 Polygamy. Polygamous? Hun, I have no idea. They're total. I was gonna say, what the fuck? If you would have said it, oh my god. It starts with a, oh Jesus. You're a fucking retard, man. Oh my god. It starts with a P. It starts with a P. It's compound. Starts with a C. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my gosh. Yes, a compound. Okay? A fucking compound. Compound. Oh my. Oh my. I like the one where I like the where he gets speared in the side, and it's like his intestines are coming out. I know. That's that's what I talk. I when I pray to Jesus, I talk about that. I pray to baby Jesus, and I pray to adult Jesus, and I also pray to teenage Jesus, because teenage Jesus existed. We just don't ever hear about it. All right. All right. Well, you got any of our this week in history or anything like that? It's three. It's three. It's almost 3:15. Oh Jesus. Fuck yeah. No, dummy. No, Mars is almost Mars is almost as habitable of any of the planets that are out there. There's just no oxygen on Mars, but there's no oxygen and there's no life. But if we really wanted to, in theory, you could possibly colonize on Mars. And when I say if you wanted to, I mean it would be a massive undertaking, but you could actually at some point in our lifetime see shit colonizing on Mars. The problem is that it is what you just said. What does it take? 252 days to get there? 281 days. It almost takes a year to get there. So you would, think about it. You'd have to be flying in a rocket ship for almost a year. That's a long fucking time to be on a travel. That surely gives a new meaning to having to fly overseas. And you're like, how long does it take to get to Italy? Oh, it's a 9-hour flight. Fuck, man. Jesus, that's a long flight. It's like, hey, man, how long is it going to take us to get to Mars? 9 months? Aw, shit, man. 9 months? Yeah. Oh, man. All right, well, that's a pretty boring in a spaceship for 9 months. How'd you like to be traveling for 9 months? Ay, ay, ay. Ay. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. Alright. Alright, Katie Summers. You go and fucking do your cam. It was awesome to hear from you. You are the best. You are the brightest. You are the sexiest. And I'd like to fucking jerk off on your fucking face. Alright, Katie Summers, you are the best. We'll talk to you later, and may God be with you while you're masturbating. Over. Alright, guys, that is it. We're done. That is Katie Summers giving us the scoop. Giving us the scoop. The poop. The poop and the scoop. And that's Katie Summers for you. Alright, guys, we're out of here. We're done. We're finished. It's over. The party's over. And we'll see you guys tonight at 8 p.m. on this Friday. Evening. And we'll be back. So, as always, the Rob Black Show, giving you all sorts of good information, looking to punch people in their heads and stab them in their ball sack. So, it's the Rob Black Show, and we're out of here. Talk to you guys then. See ya! Bye-bye.